It's a kind of magic. 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 One dream, one soul, one prize, one golden glance at what should be one chance at life that shows the way. No mortal man can win this day. The waiting seems eternity. The day will dawn on sanity. This is a kind of magic. There can be only one. This is a kind of magic. Even when you're gone, I feel your presence. Right through the wall, I hear you calling out my name. I need you next to me. There's a challenge in my heart that won't go away. Eyes of the world staring at me. Don't you know I need for you to see what I see? Eyes of the world staring at me. Don't you know that I need you to see? Each of us alone in a world of competition. Don't back down from your dreams. I'll never give up on my life's ambition. Close enough to touch, so far away. Eyes of the world staring at me. Don't you know I need for you to see what I see? Eyes of the world staring at me. Don't you know that I need you to see? Eyes of the world staring at me. Don't you know I need for you to see what I see? Eyes of the world staring at me. Don't you know I need for you to see what I see? Okay, I'll get you another song. Hold on. You know, my brain is like racked with stuff, so it takes a hot minute for me to come up with the lyrics. Ready? You think of me as just an ignorant savage, that the earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are really people are the people who look and think the same as you. But when you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you will find and learn things you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue cold moon? Or asked the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you sing with all the voices of a mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roam in all the riches that surround you. And for once, never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The Huron and the Otter are my friends. And we're all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue cold moon? Or ask the bald eagle where he's been? Can you sing with all the voices of a mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? How high does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue cold moon. It matters not if we wear white or copper skin. We need to sing with all the voices of a mountain and paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth unstill, all you own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. You long to set the world straight, but you will fail if you wait or hesitate. So take aim and pull the trigger back. There was a time when I knew of love and amity, but it faded like the warmth inside a fallen tear. Is it a crime to see fault in our humanity? Why do we create this cycle of hate, breeding with fear? Well, there's a pain deep inside of me, and you're struggling to stay alive. But if we last, I know we'll live to see a brighter tomorrow. You long to set the world straight, but you will fail if you wait or hesitate. So take aim and pull that trigger back to every fear that you fight. You're giving life to a spark of crimson red. It burns bright, just waiting to ignite. As our emotion rings out loud, this world's a falling to the sound of a new beginning. The shooting star falls upon the darkness, until the skies are pitch black and starless. But when the world is reborn, the curtains open wide. You long to set the world straight, but you will fail if you wait or hesitate. So take aim and pull that trigger back with every tear that you fight. You're giving flash to a stars of crimson red. It burns bright, just waiting to ignite. As our emotions scream out loud, this world's responding to the sound of a new. Your uncle screwed up the words. Starting now, no more rules allowed, 'cause I'm throwing off the shackles. I'm breaking free and skipping the toll. Stopping me is a sprint to my goal. Even if I lose my way, I'ma make it okay. I'll heal the wounds on the path that I've sown. I'll take the threads of fate and turn them into my own. Shining brightly for all to see, I hold my destiny just like a star. Who knew I'd come this far? 'Cause life's too short to sit there crying. I'm too busy flying. With luck, my guiding friend, I'll see it right through the end. Blazing wild and then burning out, I wanna scream and shout all through the night. 'Cause I was born to fight. Until the day I finally reach you and make my dreams come true. Starting now today, it's time to find my own way, but with my rules. You sleep yet? Last one. Okay. maybe last year. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're a spineless, pale, pathetic light, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're right. I done screwed up this song too. I'm never gonna catch my breath. Say goodbye to those who knew me. Was I a fool in school for cutting gym? This guy's got us scared to death. Hope he doesn't see right through me. Man, I really wish that I knew how to swim. Be a man, you must be swift as a coursing river. Be a man with all the force of a great typhoon. Be a man with all the strength of a raging fire. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Time is racing toward us till the Huns arrive. Heed my every order, and you might survive. You're unsuited for the rage of war, so pack up, go home, you're through. How could I make a man out of you? Be a man, you must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon. Be a man with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Y'all lay down now? Oh, damn it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? You better take the children and yourself and hide out in the cellar. By now the fighting will be close at hand. Don't believe the church and states and everything they tell you. Believe in me, I'm with the high command. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? I said now, there's a gun and ammunition just inside the doorway. Use it only in emergencies. It's better that you should pray to God, the Father and the Spirit, to guide you and protect you from up here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? You better swear allegiance to the flag, whatever flag they offer. Never hint at what you really feel. You better teach the children quietly, for someday sons and daughters will rise up and fight while we sit still. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love. A love that was so strong. And as I still walk on, I think of continuing this later.